And we are green. Evenly start inside line with the edge.
Mark Jackson just slower than Wesley Holland.
Drivers around the corners as long as they hit the...
Off lid.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Abruzzi Racing.com Cup Series brought to you by Lugnuts. Here tonight from Kentucky Motor Speedway, here for the next round of the Cup Series. After 2 weeks off for this series, we're back here at Kentucky Motor Speedway for the next round. 134 laps your distance here tonight. Fuel strategy? Well, it's gonna be a three-stopper here tonight. Tires, though, that's gonna be the question rolling into Kentucky. 2 sets of extra tires on these cars. Do the math. If you're gonna have to stop 3 times, you've got 2 sets. Well, you're gonna have to sacrifice a set. So you're gonna have to pull basically in road racing what we call a double stint, where you do not put any tires on the car at least one of your pit stops here tonight. And we're taking a look here up in the front. Justin Michael is your fastest car here tonight in the practice session. He's going to put pit road. That'll give us a chance. Talk to Justin Michael. We get him up here out of Bandit Motorsports. Hey, Bandit Motorsports, Justin Michael. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man, topping the board right now. Pretty good in practice. We expect this to be a mighty interesting race here tonight.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a good race, and hopefully we'll get a solid top 5 finish here, and maybe get a couple people in our team in the top 5, and be a really good night for us.
And for we only got 2 sets of extra tires in that pit stall here tonight, so that's gonna make a difference with how you effectively use those tires and when you put them on.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a strategy race, and still kind of figuring out how we're gonna. So nothing we're gonna say in the open room or anything, but we'll see what happens. I got a couple ideas going.
10-4, buddy. Well, best of luck here as we roll into this one. And good luck to Bandit Motorsports. Congratulations. Fastest car on track and practice, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. Bandit Motorsports on Justin Michael. Fastest in practice here tonight. And let's get him back down to that Bandit Motorsports camp for Mr. Michael. We'll get ready to go once again. You can see everybody coming off of pit road. 44 seconds left on the board tonight for what should be a fun one tonight here in the Lugnuts ABRUZZI Racing.com Cup Series. Qualifying coming your way in just a moment. Again, all eyes are going to be on pit road here for this one tonight. And when and what does everybody do over these next 135 laps? Well, folks, I don't know. But the only thing I do know is you can catch all the action live here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. So like, comment, share all to your friends, and let's go. Loose Lugnuts Racing here in just a moment. A little bit of a practice start for the guys. Qualifying coming up right as we speak. Check it out on the practice. We'll get qualifying underway here for tonight's main event attraction. The LugnutsABRUZZI.com Cup Series. First race of 2021 for the Cup Series here, and we will get this one underway. Mid-season, of course, for these guys. We were off 2 weeks for our Christmas and Christmas and New Year's and all that good stuff. Now right back at it. Now we got to qualify. See Mitchell Reeves right there in the O2 race gear machine on pit road. Judd Danielson rolling off on his machine. Wally back out here tonight. You see Wally there in that Del Taco Ford Mustang number 75 off of turn number 4. He's coming to take the green for his qualifying effort tonight. Again, 4 minutes and 13 seconds is what these guys have to put in a good lap time. Determine where they're going to start here tonight for this 135 lap race. And taking a look, Carson Bowers got Patton in the 46. Getting up to speed. And again, folks, starting up front is going to be a main part. You see Scott Patton in the 46 Stone River machine. Wally first one across the stripe. Ted Wade clocks his way in. Congratulations, Ted Wade, to the top for the moment. Right now, provisional pole sitter Ted Wade. Can anybody else top that right here? That is going to be the question here tonight with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Judd Danielson topping to second. Ted Wade, second lap right here. Let's see. Wade's going to finish it out. First lap being in the best. Taking a look there at the 42 of Carson Bowers. Top of the racetrack there in that Sim Motorsports machine. And top of the racetrack, Mitchell Reeves, no surprise, to the top of the board. The O2 machine puts it to the top of the board right now. Checking on Bowers here, using that upper lane here at Kentucky. Will we see that outside lane come in here tonight? That's going to be the $1 million question here this evening. And right now, the 42, now up to speed, is now on his second lap. Second lap, he's elected to go to the bottom. A little different than his first. He was up by the wall. Let's see what he can time it in. And Bowers across the stripe this time by is going to put it. And right there it is for Mr. Carson Bowers, P4, with a 29.451. Ronald Klein out there on the speedway in the OTT Designs number 76 camouflage machine for him tonight. Klein hoping to start off the new year in a great fashion here in the ABRUZZI Racing.com Cup Series. 2020, well, it had its ups and downs as far as racing for Ronald Klein. Trying to start 2020 off, or 2021 off, excuse me, on a better note here. And to the stripe he comes, and look at it right there. Ronald Klein is going to be top 5 qualifying effort. Gotta say, good run for Ronald Klein. Putting that car in the top 5 right now. So, as we get ready to go here, 56 seconds left. Justin Michael jumps to the top of the board in that number 87 machine. No real surprise there. Justin Michael to the top of the board in that 87. He was fastest in practice. He's put it right back up there on top here in qualifying tonight. So in qualifying right now, you see it right there, Justin Michael to the top of the board. And behind him, Mitchell Reeves, Jeffrey Merck, and Ronald Klein is top 7 here. Getting ready to go at it once again. So, getting ready to go. Here we go one more time. Everybody getting ready to grid them up for 134 laps here tonight. Let's take a look at your starting grid here this evening. Man, oh man, here we go. Qualifying order. Well, that's going to be as follows here tonight. Row number 1 is Justin Michael, again, fastest in practice, fastest car in qualifying, to the top of the board. Row number 2, Michael Jean, Scott Patton. Those 2 Camaros starting row number 2. Row number 3 is going to be that Chevrolet Camaro of Jeffrey Merck, alongside that Toyota Camry of Jason D. Maines. Ted Wade's going to roll off 7th in that Chevrolet, alongside Ronald Klein's number 76 Chevrolet as well. Starting row number 5, Carson Bowers in that Toyota Camry, alongside Brandon Thornhill in the Chevrolet Camaro. Starting row number 6, Judd Danielson, that Abruzzi sponsored machine, in that Camaro, alongside Trent Drum in his Camaro's the L1. Starting row number 7 in a Ford Mustang, Mr. Wally starts inside row number 7. Ray Richer in his Camaro to his outside. In row number 8, Mr. Greg Mall right there in his Ford Mustang against Mark Jackson in his Chevrolet Camaro. And row number 9, rounding out the field here tonight, starting 18th, Jeremy Crandell in his Chevrolet Camaro. So there we go, 130 laps here tonight. Estimated 3 stops on the evening. Here we go. Everybody's going to pull out behind the iRacing pace car. And Mr. Justin Michael will lead the field to green here tonight in the Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Cup Series. First race of 2021. I'd like to welcome everybody back here to 2021 and Extreme Sim TV's coverage of the Loose Lugnuts Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Cup Series here tonight. Checking out Sim Racing graphics in chat. They're going to say, good looking Sim Motorsports cars. You are correct, Sim graphic. They are good looking race cars out there as we get ready to go green here tonight. Justin Michael, Jason D. Maines out here in the 2 car. That 911 tactical machine will lead them to ground, or the 511 tactical machine will lead them to green. Of course, you got that O2 race gear machine of Mr. Reeves to his outside. Pace car is off. We're going to go green flag racing. 130 laps scheduled here tonight at Kentucky. And we are green here at Kentucky Motor Speedway, first race of 2021. Good battle up front right now. You see the 87 right now. On the bottom, side by side behind him, we got one car blinking out. That's the 08. Now we'll see early. Can that outside lane mount a charge early on fresh tires? I don't think it'll be as strong as it's going to be here about an hour from now when we get some rubber on the track and we get later in this run. But look at that there, the 02 of Reeves making the outside lane work in turn 4. New race leader, give it to Mitchell Reeves. Justin Michael drops the second, under fire from Scott Patton. Jeffrey Merck, Ted Wade, all those cars a second, third, and fourth. Merck to the top side in the back, the blue number 60. Holding it dead even with Scott Patton. They'll jump back in the line right now. And again, underway here tonight already at Kentucky. So underway here at Kentucky right now, early in the early stages. We've already seen a pass for the race lead. Merck now trying to look for a way around. Scott Patton, that battle right there, third and fourth. Behind them, Ted Wade, Ronald Klein. Taking a look at Ronald Klein right around the yellow line as well. Really using the bottom to his advantage right now. Trying to use the inside of the racetrack. Carson Bowers going to get past here about at 85 of Judd Danielson. A little different sponsorship on the side of that car. In that Sim Motorsports machine. Man, oh man, great looking race cars out here. Single file for Sim Motorsports right there in 7th and 8th. Jason D. Maines right there in the 40, or in the 2 machine right behind them. For Elliott Sadler Esports, side by side battle between Ray Richer and the 68 of Brandon Thornhill. Of course, Ray Richer right there trying to catch up to his Sim Motorsports teammates right in front of him. Of course, that Elliott Sadler car, Elliott Sadler Esports car, kind of separating those two right now of Mr. Jason D. Maines. Carson Bowers right there in front of him. But leading the charge for Sim Motorsports tonight, Judd Danielson to the back bumper of Ronald Klein at the moment. Klein trying to hang on right in front of him, but meanwhile up in front. Man, oh man, what a night it would be for Mitchell Reeves if he could walk away. Of course, Justin Michael started on the pole, dropped the second early. Now runs in that top 2. Got Patton in third, right in front of Jeffrey D. Merck. That's another one of those cars you gotta think it's gonna be strong as the race goes on. Judd Danielson right now still on the back bumper. Ronald Klein, Carson Bowers, teammate behind him. Brandon Thornhill up here in the mix in the over the top number 68 machine, sitting inside the top 10 right now with Ray Richer right there behind him. However, Ray Richer going to get passed by Jeremy in that Christmas theme number 73. Makes the move up inside the top 11, knocking Ray Richer back to 12th right now as they run. Jeremy underneath Thornhill. Thornhill giving him plenty of room. Not really pressing the issue right now. Again, still really early. No reason to push that issue this early. But with Mitchell Reeves out in front of the field, closing in on 10 laps complete here tonight, that race gear machine has a 0.8 of a second lead over everyone behind him. Not able to really gain in on him. 0.9 of a second here, this time by Jeffrey Merck, battling with the 87 of Justin Michael and Scott Patton. 1, 2, and 3, or 2, 3, 4 right there. Pretty tight as well. Right now, it's everybody single file. Merck, Patton, everyone else there as well. Hanging on in line, just 9 complete here tonight. Merck to the bottom of the racetrack of Mr. Justin Michael. Jeffrey Merck going to make the move, give Merck second. Move that 60 back, the blue Ford Mustang into second right now. Now he's got his sights set here on the race gear number 02 of Mitchell Reeves here tonight. Already 10 complete tonight here, folks, knocking them down pretty quick early in the going here tonight. I want to thank everyone out there in chat for coming on board with us this evening. So great racing so far here tonight from Kentucky Motor Speedway. As you can see it right now, Mitchell Reeves leads in the return for the Loose Lugnuts the SKSimRacing.com Cup Series here tonight for Loose Lugnuts. If I could not get tongue-tied. Reeves, Merck, Patton, Michael, and Ted Wade, your top 5 right now. Of 130 complete. Reeves, Merck up in front, Michael in third. Just a Michael right here. Scott Patton in fourth. Ted Wade in fifth. Judd Danielson short sixth here tonight. So 13 of 150 or 130 complete. Carson Bowers right there in a line. Ronald Klein, Jason D. Baines, Brandon Thornhill, your top 10 here tonight at Kentucky, coming up on halfway through through run number 1 or stint number 1 here for these guys. As far as tires go, again, 2 extra sets in pit road. You're gonna have to double stint this car at some point. When do you do it? Do you go ahead and do it early, or do it late in the going? That is going to be the question. Expecting pit stops to begin at around lap 40 or so, about 20 laps from now. Jeffrey Merck, though, closing the gap down to Mitchell Reeves, and I tell you what, Jeffrey Merck on a tear, getting towards the back bumper of the 02. Look at this run. This back to blue Chevrolet is having right now, coming to the back bumper of Mitchell Reeves. Off much longer. He's out in front in the bottom of the racetrack. Merck his jacket. And down the back straight away they come. With Reeves, Merck out in the front. Great racing right now. Up the front of the pack here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Reeves leading right behind him. Jeffrey Merck down to 4/10 of a second. Closing in on that 02 machine. Chevrolet up front. It's going to be Justin Michael in third in that Toyota Camry. After starting on pole, has dropped to third. He has not had the start of the race that I thought he would have. Has dropped already to third in that Toyota. So now we got Chevy, Ford, and Toyota. Chevy, Toyota, if I can talk correctly here. Scott Patton in fourth as well. Another bow tie, another Chevy, along with Ted Wade. All in the top 5 here. Roughly halfway through run number 1 of tonight. Carson Bowers is right there in 7th. Right there in that Sim Motorsports machine. Right behind teammate Judd Danielson. Right there in the mix as well. Up in front, leading the charge there for Sim Motorsports right now. With 19 on the board of 130. Carson Bowers, Ronald Klein inside the top 10, but he's kind of settled in the top 10 right here that you see. A good deal for all those guys who have settled into the top 10 at the moment. And man, oh man, as they go, everybody continuing. 19 of 130 complete. Brandon Thornhill just on the verge of sliding outside of the top 10. And of course Brandon Thornhill, the husband that leads them to use on Rachel Thornhill, who will be back in the booth with us on Tuesday for the Tuesday Night Throwback Series. We'll have Miss Rachel back up into the booth coming this Tuesday for the throwback night as well. Jeremy Crandell right there in 11th. Greg Mall and Ray Richard, your top first 13 here tonight, 21 complete. Halfway through stint number 1 here tonight at Kentucky. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Mitchell Reed, that battle slowly kind of coming together, but look at Justin Michael after starting on the pole. And even in the lead early, trying to find his way underneath Jeffrey D. Mert. Mert trying to hold him down there, can't do it in that back to blue machine. Mert really gonna have to get down on that door eventually or the camera to keep him behind him. Michael, big run, Justin Michael. Big run into 1 and 2. He's just gonna clear that back to blue machine and Jeffrey Mert down the front straightaway. New to P2. Justin Michael, 3 still up front. So the front 2 kind of changing it up a bit here. Give it to Justin Michael in second. Reed's out front. Scott Patton back here in 4th. Headway, Judd Daniels in the top 6. Judd leading the parade here. With Sim Motorsport teammate right there behind him. Ronald Klein right there in the mix as well. And Ronald Klein trying to inch through the field. That's that over-the-top motorsports group we talked about. Reeves, Klein, Mert, and Thornhill, all in that over-the-top designs of motorsports machines. Reeves out front for that group right now, doing a great job, leading with Justin Michael in second. And I wonder how much pressure that puts on Klein, Mert, and Thornhill. One of your teammates up there leading this race. Of course, Mert right now in 3rd, right there behind them. So those two teammates running really well here early going. I know he's kind of back there on the backside looking in, along with Brandon Thornhill. Two teammates up there near the front. They're kind of back here in 7th and 8th. Wonder how much chat's going on in that team communication right now. Trying to help their other 2 cars get up there. Ronald Klein and Brandon Thornhill, both of them, kind of spread apart there between that Elliott Sadler Esports machine and Mr. Jason D. Maines, who rides right there behind Ronald Klein right now. 27 laps in the books this time by. On the first round of South Carolina. So if you take a look here, you're looking at stops roughly around 40, 120 here tonight to be roughly the now. So that'll be your difference here tonight. Ronald Klein jumps to the bottom of Mr. Carson Bowers. Bowers holds the ball. And folks, we're going to step away here for just a moment on Extreme Sim TV. Enjoy your Crank It Up segment here tonight. We'll be back after Crank It Up in just a moment. And we'll get ready for the first round this time. keep in mind, theoretically, if they could stretch to 45 and a 90, or 45 would be their first stop, 40 laps from there, 85. So if they can stretch to 45 and 90, it would be a complete stretch here in a two-stop race. And again, these drivers are going to have to stretch their fuel mileage just a little bit here to make that number happen. And it's just a Michael up front in the 87. He's got the lead back over Mitchell Reeves during the Crank It Up segment. Now working lap number 40. Can any of these drivers stretch it to 45 and make this effectively a two-stop affair here tonight at Kentucky? We're about to find out. Lap number 41 this time by. Who is going to take the bait first and head down iRacing pit lane for fuel and tires first here at Kentucky? Well, we're 41 laps in. We're about to find out. Reeves out, or Michael out front. Reeves second. Merck third. Patton fourth right now. Great run for Scott Patton in that Stone River machine. In P number 4 here tonight. Who is it going to be that's going to take the chance and dive down pit road first? Can anybody somewhat stretch the car here tonight to make it work for 42 or 45 laps? We got one car on pit road, knowing they're not going to make it. It's going to be Judd Danielson and Jeremy Judd Danielson, first car down pit road at lap 42. Now that's going to put them just a few laps shy of doing the conversion. Right now looking for the conversion here tonight. Justin Michael to pit road. He's going to call it quits at the end of 42. Here goes Scott Patton going for 43. Again, that's going to put them 2 laps away. If they could stretch it this time and next time to making it on 2 stops here tonight, they got to get to 45 each stop to do that conversion. And right now, it's going to be Scott Patton, one of the guys you would think that would go through it, well, along with Ronald Klein. A couple of cars out there. Now we got 7 cars left. Scott Patton, he's going to come up a lap short. Ronald Klein up a lap short, or 2 laps short. So is the 72. Brandon Thornhill to pit road. So everybody at the end of 43 for the most part. Ted Wade, the only car out here with a shot at it, going for 44. He needs to complete this lap and the next lap to make that conversion. Him and Jeremy both in the opportunity to do that. And he's going to come up 1 lap shy of the conversion number. And there you have it. So it's not going to happen tonight. It's going to be a 3-stop affair. And now we're going to take a look at pit stop times. Does everybody take 4 tires the first stop? And it looks like everybody, for the most part, 4 tires on the first stop here tonight. So this means this next stop may be the stop where you only take fuel only at lap 80. Trying to conserve that final set of tires for that lap 10 to go number. And the question's got to be, man, if with 10 laps to go, when this final stop's going to happen, we know this already, does anybody decide that they're going to take the fuel only that time? That's a 10 lap run. Man, that's the thing. I think I would play it that way, especially if this thing stays green for the next little bit and we don't have a caution. You play it out to where that final stop is going to be your fuel only stop, and even the guys that take tires, you should, in theory, should have enough of a gap that you could stay in front of them, battle for the lead. Right here you see Justin Michael, Mitchell Reeves. That's the battle up front, 46 complete here tonight at Kentucky. So this is going to be really a thinking man's game here tonight to see who can pull off what at the very end of this race. This is not going to be pure speed's going to win this race. It's going to be able to who can think this through and pull the right strategy at the right time to get themselves a win at Kentucky Motor Speedway tonight. Strategy. is what this one's going to come down from. And right now they run 48 of 1 at 30 complete here tonight. Stage has been set here this evening for a showdown at Kentucky. Tire strategy, fuel strategy, every bit of it coming to an effect here tonight at a Kentucky Motor Speedway with Justin Michael, Mitchell Reeves. Here we go, 49 of 130 complete here tonight. And right now it's Mitchell Reeves, or Justin Michael, Mitchell Reeves, Judd Danielson, Scott Patton, Ted Wade, Carson Bowers, Ronald Klein, your top 7. 50 on the board this time by Scott Patton right there in that 4th position. That stone the game working his way inside the top 4 right now. 50 of 130 laps complete here tonight. As we work our way through right now, Justin Michael, Mitchell Reeves, your top 2, Judd Danielson, right there representing that Sim Motorsports deal. Great run for him inside the top 3 for Judd Danielson after the first stop and everything that went on there. Again, stops happened right around lap number 43 here tonight. We were about 2 laps shy. Ooh, Patton to the bottom, great move. But we were about 2 laps shy of anybody really making this a 2-stop race. And out in the front, Justin Michael leads. As everybody hangs on Scott Patton and Justin Michael right now. So 52 and 130 on the board. Judd Danielson right there in 4th. Ted Wade in 5th. Carson Bowers in 6th. Ronald Klein in 7th right now. Klein there in that camo colored number 76. We have went mean and green all night long so far here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. First race of 2021 for the Abruzzi SK Racing.com Cup Series. Continues to run here tonight. And oh man, 53 laps complete. Here for the Lugnuts ABRUZZI SK Racing.com Cup Series here at Kentucky Motor Speedway tonight. And Justin Michael up in front. And we take a look at where we had after tonight. When we get this thing rolling here, of course, we had off next week to Darlington and Dover. Indy and Pocono after that should be a lot of fun as we close down on the end of this season for sure. Here at Kentucky Motor Speedway, Darlington next week, Dover the week after that, Indianapolis, Richmond, Pocono. All some great racetracks in the very near future. So, Justin Michael out front, Scott Patton in 2nd. 3rd, Mitchell Reeves. And, man, oh man, these front 3 all over each other like flies on a stick at the moment. 56 of 150 or 130 complete. About 25 laps to go in this stint before we'll see everybody back down pit road one more time. And Justin Michael trying to hold a hard charging Scott Patton along with Mitchell Reeves right there behind them. And oh man, what a night it has been so far And again, it's been a heck of a night all night long, and it continues to be just that, as Justin Michael leads with Scott Patton in second. Michael and Patton 1-2. Reeves third. Judd Danielson creeping back there in fourth as well. Guys all over one another at the moment. 57 to 130 complete here tonight. Group of cars out front really putting some good lap times together. Nobody able to catch them right now. Judd Danielson back here in the 85. Ed Wade, Ronald Klein right here, along with Carson Bowers. And I kind of thought Ronald Klein would be a little bit stronger here tonight, but just not turning out that way for Ronald in the 76 camoed out machine right now. You have to pick it up a little bit if he's going to get it done looking inside. With Ronald Klein driving this machine right now. The virtual Ronald Klein right there. See him working on that steering wheel nice and smooth at the moment. Smooth inputs for Ronald at the moment. Great stuff here as we ride on board here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, up near the front, you see it right here, Justin Michael, Scott Patton, nose to tail. Now, new race leader, Scott Patton, has gotten around Justin Michael up in the front of the field. Again, we're about 25-ish to go in this second stint here tonight. No caution over the first 60 laps here at Kentucky in the Abruzzi SKSM Racing.com Cup Series. Been a fun race so far. New race leader Scott Patton, and right now 1 lap down Brandon Thornhill. Jeffrey Merck has slid back after stops. He's in danger of going a lap down in the back the blue number 60. Mr. Merck having a bit of a rough go of this one. I want to bring it up here in the broadcast here. Mrs. Merck, are you happen to be watching? Well, if you're watching, Mrs. Merck, I want to know how you're doing, how you're feeling, how that ankle's doing. Of course, for you that doesn't know, Mrs. Merck broke her ankle over the Christmas holiday. I'm checking in to see how she's doing. Hopefully she's in chat watching and we can find out if she's doing a little bit better or what the situation there is. That's a rough way to spend your holiday, man. End up with a broke ankle. That's no good at all. So Jeffrey Merck right there on the bottom there in the 13th spot. Scott Patton up in front. Justin Michael right now in second. A little bit of lap traffic here. These guys having to work through side by side behind them. That is the 02 of Mitchell Reeves coming under a bit of fire from the 08, who is on lap down. I believe the 08's a lap down here. I'm pretty sure indeed he is. James is 1 lap down. Continuing to run here, 63 of 130 laps complete. Folks here on Extreme Sim TV tonight. Ed Wade back here, Judd Danielson. Man, oh man, what a night it's going to be here as we work our way through. 65 of 130 laps complete here tonight. Right now, 1 car to the outside, the 72 machine to the top side. And thank you for everyone out there leaving thumbs up on this video. That means a lot coming from me. I do appreciate that a whole bunch, guys. You don't even know. Even a thumbs down, man. If you don't like it, leave me a thumbs down. Or even, send me a message. Let me know what I can do a little bit different. I want to try to satisfy everybody and do a great job here. So feedback is greatly appreciated. You got Mitchell Reeves, Justin Michael right there at second and third. Scott Patton leads at the moment. 65 of 130 laps complete here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Scott Patton out front. Mitchell Reeves, Justin Michael, all of them at the front of the field as we await the second round of stops here in the very near future for the Abruzzi SKSM Racing.com Cup Series. Ronald Klein sets in 6th. Carson Bowers in 7th. Brent Drum in 8th. Ray Richard in 9th. That's the way they set it right now. Just past 67 complete here tonight. Alrighty, folks, as we all work our way through 67 of 130 laps complete here tonight at Kentucky. Scott Patton continuing to lead. Ted Wade there, right there in 2nd. Great run for Ted tonight here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Ted Wade moves into the top 10 right now, and or into the top 5, up into 2nd, trailing Scott Patton. Good run for him. Sure, he's going to be excited with his run here tonight. And oh man, what a night it has been here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. 69 of 130 laps complete. So as we get ready to finish this one off here, 69 of this one complete. We've got this stop upcoming, and then one more to end it off here tonight. So again, we got this stop coming up. We're gonna stop around lap 120 to end this one off here tonight. Mitchell Reeves right there, 4th. Judd Dangleson in 5th. You see Mitchell Reeves right there on the back of bumper of Justin Michael here, and that's going to be a side-by-side battle here in just a moment. And right here you go into what could be turn number 3 and 4. Everybody fighting their way through in this battle right here. Really nice battle between Mitchell Reeves and Justin Michael, I have to say. And you can see him right there on the back bumper of that number 87 of Justin Michael. That Toyota Camry right in front of him. Nose to tail right here. 71 on the board. As we continue to work our way through, Scott Patton in the 46 is up to a 2.68 second lead. 2.9 now for Scott Patton in the Stone River machine. Waiting on the next round of stops, but Scott Patton right now, great lead for that number 46 Chevrolet. Number 46 Chevrolet machine. Setting right there of Mr. Scott Patton. Patton in the Stone River Chevy, leading this one tonight. And folks, believe it or not, we're already right there on top of our next round of stops here at lap number 73 on the board. And we will have another round here in just a moment where Scott Patton leads. Ted Wade in 2nd, Justin Michael in 3rd. Who is going to come away with the lead here in this next round of stops? And does anybody go time the fuel only in this round, or do they save that for the final round of stops coming up later on tonight? Now, theoretically, you could stop right now. You're well within the window, and we got one car on pit road as I speak. Jason D. Maines to pit road. He's going to stop early. And the reason for stopping early, I'm thinking he's going to slap some tires on this machine and try to make up some ground here on fresh tires in that Elliott Sadler Esports number 2. Just as I was about to say that the window had opened. And here it is, Jason D. Maines. He's going to come down probably a good 6-7 laps before everybody else. Not going to affect him too much because everybody's still going to have to make one more stop. But Jason D. Maines trying to make up some ground on some fresh tires here. And the fall off over the run is right at 2 seconds. Fastest lap of the race here is a 29.553. Right now running 31.4, 31.3 for Ted Wade last time by. So about a 2-second fall off. So in theory, each lap, Mr. Jason D. Maines can make up a bit of ground, at least over a second a lap on his fellow competitors with those fresher tires. And you're going to see it right here, rocketing up on the back bumper of the 42 of Carson. Fowler's just going to get up out of his way. That's the fresh tires putting in some work here. He was a lap down. He's going to try to make up as much ground as possible. Now, does anybody else short pit here on this stint to try to jump out ahead? Because if you start short pitting, that means everybody, for the most part, is going to take fuel only at that final stop. Now, nice and easy, Justin Michael right there as well. Justin Michael right there in the 87 running in third. Mitchell Reeves there in the fourth. That's the way they continue to run. 78 to 130 on the board. Nobody else has stopped as of yet. The only car that has is Jason DeMains, but keep in mind, he is scored right now 3 laps down. He was at least 1 lap down when he came down pit road, so he may be a little bit too far back for that strategy to pay off, but at least he's trying something. I mean, you got to try. You can't not do anything. And you got to do something to set yourself apart. Jason DeMains did just that, trying to make up some ground. But we'll put 80 on the board this time by. 80 on the board here from Kentucky Motor Speedway. The Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Cup Series. All right, as we continue to run right now, Justin Michael right there in that 87, trailing Ted Wade by quite a little bit. Of course, Ted Wade off of Scott Patton by what's going to be 3.2 seconds. And River number 46 really doing a good job of leading here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway with 81 going on the board this time by. 81 on the board. You see Ronald Klein back here along with Judd Danielson in the 85, the 76, 85 cars, and the 08 right there in between them. But Ronald Klein inside the top 10, running 6. Great run for him tonight. That want to take a note, Carson Bowers in 7th, right back there as well, behind Mr. Ronald Klein. And last time by, Klein about a 1/10.5 off what your race leader ran this last time by, as we should be closing in now on final stops. And Judd Danielson, the first one out of the leaders to bring that car down pit road. 82 on the board. And Judd Danielson coming down. Now when does Scott Patton bring that machine down? Again, if he could squeeze it possibly. It wasn't able to do it this last time. Squeeze quite a bit. We'd have to go to lap number 90 here to make it a one-stop affair. And I just don't think they're going to get that far here today. There's Carson Bowers, pit road at lap 83. Scott Patton staying out right now. Again, we said it earlier. It would have been easy for them to save 5 laps on the first run, or easier, 5 on the first run than 5 laps on the second run longer. That's just not how it played out tonight. They did not make it to that lap 45 number on the first stop, where they could have went 45 and 45. And by doing so, that means you got to go a bit longer on the second stop to even try it. And I just don't think it's going to happen here tonight. Scott Patton to pit road, possibly. No, he's just letting Maines around him. Maines maybe attempting to save a bit of fuel here. Or excuse me, Patton maybe attempting to save a bit. But again, they would have to get it to 90 to make it really workable. Lap right here, he's turned 41 laps on this stint. They ran 43 last time. Oh, this is going to be tight. I'm telling you. Taking a look right here. 45 laps to go. Patton has ran 42 laps. He needs to turn at least 2 more laps to get him in the swinging ballpark to make it on just 2 stops here tonight. Patton really slow right now. 31.6 his last lap time. And right now he has turned 43 in the stint. We have 44 to go. He's going to have to make it another lap and then stretch it again to make it all the way. Scott Patton may be able to make this thing on 2 after all, coming down the back straightaway. As long as he don't run out of fuel here, get it to pit road. When he comes out, he'll have 43 left, and if he can do the exact same thing, he would make it work to pit road right at 43. Again, Patton turned 43 laps. He's going to pit with 43 to go. And Mitchell Reeves, same thing. He's going to stay out an extra lap. So some of these guys here at the front of the field may actually make this race happen on 2 stops here tonight. You should see it right now. Mitchell Reeves coming down. Should be down this time. Making sure he stays with enough fuel to make it back to pit road. He does. So this could, folks, for the guys up front, that's going to be their final pit stop of the night. If they can stretch it the same amount next time by. Jeremy trying to do the same thing right now. We're going to have 43 on this stint coming through. It's going to be about 43 and 43 that they've been able to itch out of these cars. 90 on the board this time by. Can you believe that? And right now, Jeremy Crandell out front actually is around 44. He's well into the good. 42 laps to go here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And now for our final run of the night, if the yellow does not come out. And it's Scott Patton back out front. Carson Bowers will cycle through the second. Ted Wade should cycle through the third here. Now Ted actually going for P2 right now in that number 32 machine. Now look at that, how everything played out for these guys with 90 laps on the board. What we thought for sure was going to be a 3-stop race, well, they somehow found a way to make it a 2-stopper. And I mean, it would be close. Now the problem here is green and white checkered, you would have to stop. You would not have enough fuel for a green and white checkered finish, I don't think. That would be the danger zone. If we do get a green and white checkered finish to this, it can mess a lot of guys' plans up. And everybody's took both sets of tires, so nobody has any fresh tires really on the pit road if we do get a late race caution. Tires not going to be an issue at the end of this thing either. And you see Patton, Wade, Bowers, Reeves, your top 4. Klein, Richard, Wally, Trent, Jeremy, Justin Michael back here in 10th. Expected to have him to have a lot better run than this tonight. Strategy just did not work out in his favor. In the number 87, our pole sitter here tonight, outside just on the border of the top 10 here this evening. So that's another one we expected to do a bit better. Showcasing here Ronald Klein inside the top 5. Great start to 2021 for him tonight, as long as he can bring it up home here in the top 5. As we are now officially on the run for home here, coming down to 25 to go from Kentucky Motor, or coming down to 35 to go, excuse me, from Kentucky Motor Speedway here tonight in the Abruzzi SK Sim Racing Cab Cup Series. And if you need any sim racing gloves, sim racing apparel, real life racing apparel, anything of that sort, head over to Abruzzi.com and they'll get you situated with all of their gloves and shoes and socks and You name it, they got it for sim racing. Had to check that out at abruzzi.com. I'm actually gotta get me a set before I go 24-hour racing in January. I am indeed running the Daytona 24 with a team this year, Sten 1 Motorsports, making my return to that team for the first time in 2 years, so that'll be a lot of fun. And right now, Scott Patton leads, Ted Wade in second. You know, now look at Jeans as well. Jeans falling off. And I'm going over my data because I didn't see anything happen to Jeans. Trying to figure out what in the world. 3 laps down here in the 08. Didn't see him getting a wall or anything that hard. He might have a little scuff on the right side, but I believe he may have ran out of fuel or something to that effect. I didn't visibly see anything happen to the 08, but he definitely dropped like a stone. Mr. Michael Jeans right now in 10th with 97 laps to go. Here, or 97 complete here at Kentucky. But right now, Scott Patton, 4.4 seconds over Ted Wade. That's your top 2. Closing stages here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And man, with 98 complete, Scott Patton well on his way. Of course, with Ted Wade up there as well. Folks, we're going to give you one more crank it up here tonight, and then we'll be back for the finish here at Kentucky. Alright, back here with you once again. 102 laps in to this one here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. What's been a pretty smooth race, actually. All night long for the Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Cup Series. And, you know, no yellows, just straight mean green, nice and smooth. But right now, up front, Scott Patton, every time we have one of these green flag run races, Scott Patton tends to be up near the front, and once again here tonight doing the same thing with a 4.3 second lead over Ted Wade, Mitchell Reeves in Mr. Carson Fowler's Ronald Klein in the top 5 as well. No real battles around the racetrack right now. We've only got 6 on the lead lap here tonight. As we run right now, you're taking a look there at Ronald Klein at this very moment in that number 76 machine, running in P number 5. Ronald Klein having a pretty smooth run in P5 right now. So Klein, smooth run for him. Everybody else hanging in there tonight. What we thought was going to be some crazy strategy really didn't pay out that way. We ended up, everybody for the most part up front can make it on fuel. Those that cannot actually just came on pit road. One of them, at least me and Ray Richard, came on pit road there. Carson Bowers, I don't think he can make it all the way on fuel. I think he'll have to stop again if a caution doesn't come out. Carson Bowers in fourth could actually lose that spot to Ronald Klein here as this thing closes in to the end due to fuel mileage here. If this thing stays green, man, some of these strategies that were played were just perfectly timed and perfectly done to make this a two-stop race for these guys. I know coming in, a lot of people thought, including myself, that it would be a 3-car field. So 106 complete here of 130 tonight. 106 complete. I mean, these guys are getting after it after 107 laps here tonight. As we roll 108 of 130 complete. Scott Patton continuing to lead. Man, these guys putting on a great show. 108 laps here tonight. Everybody's kept it mostly clean all night long. Everybody has kept it clean, and right now it's paying off as we now have 110 on the board of 130 here tonight, and we're coming down to 20 laps to go with race leader Scott Patton 3 seconds to gap. Question gonna be, can Ted Wade find a way to run him down? Well, he's gonna have to pick it up here. He was about 0.2 of a second faster last time. Let's see what it is this time at the stripe. Ted Wade trying to inch up to him about 1/10 of a second, a little bit quicker at least. That's not going to be enough though to get you to the race lead over the next 20 laps. You'd have to gain significantly more over Scott Patton, and right now he just does not have it. There goes the lap down car of Jason DeMains to the bottom of Ted Wade. Mitchell Reeves back there in third as well. Carson Bowers and Ronald Klein. Again, we don't think Carson Bowers can make it on a fuel here tonight. He'll probably have to stop with just a few laps left in this one. So we're looking at Carson Bowers having to stop, giving up that fourth place spot. Ronald Klein and Mr. Wally back here, right there with Mr. Scott Patton putting Wally a lap down. That's going to leave 5 cars on the lead lap here tonight, which is 19 laps to go at Kentucky. So 5 cars left on the lead lap. Gap up front, stabilized back out at 4.2 seconds. Nothing really changing there between Scott Patton and Ted Wade. Ted Wade looking at a great finish though tonight in that number 32. He can keep it right there in that top 5 spot that he's got right now. Ted Wade inside the top 5 here behind Scott Patton as they'll work their way from down the front straightaway once again. Show them 18 to go at Kentucky Motor Speedway. laps to go here at Kentucky, coming to 17 this time by for Scott Patton, who is underneath of Jeffrey D. Mert. Another car that kind of dropped off out of nowhere was Jeffrey Mert in that 60 in 10th right now, 2 laps down. Jason D. Maines still trying to fight. At least he's putting him a fight, but it's not going to happen for him tonight. He's 2 laps down in that Elliott Sadler Esports machine. Going to be a disappointing for Maines here, or disappointing finish, shall I say, for Jason D. Maines here at Kentucky. Laps to go this time by. 15 laps to go this time by at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And man, what a night of just great strategy type racing. Haynes trying to work his way back from multiple laps down. Well, he's not even going to get up to Brandon Thornhill, I don't think. To get that spot, there's too big of a gap. But I tell you what, Patton putting on the clinic here tonight. It is Scott Patton's race to lose at this point. As long as he doesn't make a mistake or kind of just have anything unfortunate happen, Scott Patton well on his way in the next 14 laps. All win here at Kentucky Motor Speedway tonight. $13 to go this time by for Scott Patton in that Stone River Museum machine. And you just got to think about everything that's going on here in this league, some of the power shifts that we have over the year. Who would have thought coming into this race that Judd Danielson, Michael Jeans, Jason D. Maines would be 2 and 3 laps down. Just the race not going their way. And as we close in towards the playoffs, having good runs week after week matters more and more. And we're seeing that here tonight, here at Kentucky Motor Speedway with just 12 laps to go. Exactly how much that matters. You got to put everything together. And now with 12 laps to go, everybody closing in on the finish of this one with Scott Patton with a 4.5, 4.6 second lead. .5, 4.6 second lead with 11 laps to go here. Ted Wade in second, Mitchell Reeves in third, Ronald Klein in fourth right now. And that's the way they run. You see Ronald has actually jumped ahead after cars couldn't make it on a field. So Ronald Klein inside the top 4 and the last car on the lead lap. Think about it. 5th on back is 1 lap down here tonight at Kentucky. You see Justin Michael trying to make it to Jeremy right here. That'd be the closest battle on the racetrack with 10 laps to go. 10 to go here at Kentucky. Everybody pretty even. 5.1 off of Trent Drum is Mr. Jeremy. Justin Michael behind him. 7/10 of a second. That battle gonna be for 7th and 8th position here right now at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And the closest battle on the racetrack is Jeremy and Justin Michael. Everybody pretty much spread out around the racetrack with 9 laps to go. Jeremy Randall and Justin Michael enthralled in a battle right now, coming to 8 to go this time by. 8 laps to go. Carson Bowers, Jeffrey Merck right there in the number 60 back the blue machine. You got Brandon Thornhill 2 laps down in that number 68 over the top machine. 8 laps to go here this time by. So with just 8 to go here at Kentucky Motor Speedway, Scott Patton on his way to a win here with a 4.6 second gap over everyone else. Gap steady at 7 seconds now. Or steady at 4 seconds. 7 laps to go. This time by Patton, Wade, Reeves, Klein, Wally, Trent, Jeremy, Justin Michael, your top 8 here. Coming to 6 to go next time by. 6 laps to go. Carson Bowers, Jeffrey Merck, all up here in the top of the field right here. So 6 laps to go for the man, the myth, the legend, Scott Patton, who leads at the moment. So right now Scott Patton out in front of the field, coming to 5 laps to go this time by. It's going to be Patton right in front of Jeffrey Merck. And to look at Merck able to stay with Patton, but again 2 and 3 laps, or 2 laps down for Merck. That's going to hurt him here in the long run with 5 laps to go. So 5 to go this time by. We're at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Scott Patton out in front. So Patton leads right now as they continue to run, coming to 4 laps to go. This time by Patton on his way to a heck of a win here tonight, dominating the field at Kentucky Motor Speedway. As long as we don't have any yellows, anything crazy happen, Scott Patton's going to come along for a win here at Kentucky in that number 46 with Ted Wade. Well, a great run for him, 3 seconds back. He's made up a little bit of ground, but not enough to get up there and contend with your race leader, Scott Patton, right now. We've been mean and green all the way through this one. Now with 3 laps to go. The 3 laps to go at Kentucky Motor Speedway. You've got Patton, Wade, Reeves, Klein at your top 4. Not much you can say about the dominant performance. Something happening to Reeves here. Reeves has lost connection. He's back with us. He lost connection there for a moment. He'll come back with us. He's just trying to hold on now to get this top 3. He's got to kind of nurse it around here. 2 more laps. Hope his internet holds out. It's Scott Patton with Jeffrey D. Merck right there behind him. Those 2 up front. Coming to the white flag this time by. Of course, Merck multiple laps down. Patton just taking it smooth. Merck right there behind Patton. Patton will probably just let Merck go here. Indeed he does. White flag will wave. You see Wally right there in 5th, 1 lap down. Coming to 1 to go here. White flag in the air here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And it's Scott Patton, Ted Wade, Mitchell Reeves, your top 3. And as long as they keep it clean, that's the way they're going to come home here tonight at Kentucky. One lap to go, and it's going to be Scott Patton coming out of turn number 4 to get the win in the Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Cup Series here at Kentucky, brought to you by Lugnuts. Giving it to Mr. Scott Patton. What a performance tonight for that number 36. Getting the win here tonight. But again, Scott Patton leading 71 laps here tonight at Kentucky. So we'll get ready to talk to Mr. Scott Patton in this green flag race here tonight that went green from start to finish. And let's talk to the man known as Scott Patton. So as we'll go down here and grab him that Bandit Motorsport. Matt in the booth got a copy. Mr. Patton, Matt in the booth got a copy. All right, Scott Patton is Matt up here in the booth. Get a copy.
Oh, buddy.
Alrighty, man. Dominating performance out of that 46 machine tonight. Your bandit teammate sat on the pole, but then you went out there and just got it done here in the race.
Yeah, sometimes the fastest car doesn't always win. We definitely weren't the fastest. Justin and Mitchell showed that awesome speed early on there in that first run. So we can't beat them on straight speed. I'd like to think that we get some other strategies in our back pocket. That's what kind of worked out tonight with the fuel mileage. We kind of naturally ended up saving a little bit more on the first run just because we were back in traffic. I think we were drafting with Merck for a while. So naturally we had 1 or 2 laps more than the other guys, and then we realized after that first stop that it was a very, very tight stop race. So we ended up on the plus side of that. Good for us, and yeah, rest of the field did an awesome job. Hate that it comes down to that, but it is what it is. And awesome run for this Camry ZL1 Stone River Outfitters Northeast Motorsports Museum Chevy.
Well, man, you did a great job. Not much more to say but that. But congratulations on the win, buddy. Anybody like to thank?
Thanks, Matt. Certainly, you guys up in the booth there at Max Speed SimT TV. Appreciate everything you do, and hope the viewers all enjoyed it and had a great New Year.
10-4, buddy. Congratulations. Starting 2021 with a bang, Scott Patton.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, Scott Patton getting the win. Let's get Mr. Who are we gonna get up here next? Oh, who are we gonna grab? We're gonna grab Wade. Let's get Wade. Here we go again, Mr. Ted Wade, Matt in the booth. You get a copy on me. But what a race you've had. A good race here tonight, buddy. Coming home in P2. Great job, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I don't think I was the second place car. I think Justin Michael and Mitchell Reeves, they were definitely second and third. But I think something happened to Justin on that last pit stop. And position was everything, man. I came out 4 seconds behind Scott, and that's where I stayed the whole race.
Well, man, you did a great job. Good finish here, coming home second here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank here, Mr. Ted Wade?
Oh, just everybody here at Loose Lugnuts Racing. Everybody's pretty good here. Good, clean racing all weekend. And you guys over at Extreme Sim TV for broadcasting this race.
Yeah, format, or as our race winner called it, Max Extreme Sim TV.
I actually had to look too, man. I forgot which one.
It was great. It was great. You know, me and Josh pick on each other about that constantly. So now I'm going to tell Josh that we just need to rename our channels to Max Extreme Sim TV. You know, don't type that into your internet browser. That would be bad. That's just got bad tones to it, Ted. Max Extreme Sim TV. That'd be bad.
It sounds like it would be.
Alrighty, man. We're going to let you go here. Congratulations. Great run here in second position here tonight.
Thanks, Matt. See you next week.
All right, let's get Mitchell Reeves here. Let's throw Mitchell Reeves a curveball here. When we get him up here, we're gonna confuse him.
Not yet.
Hey, Mitchell Reeves, it's Matt with Max Extreme Sim TV. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Okay, you're going to have to go back to watch your broadcast to get the inside joke.
Okay.
But man, great finish here in third, bud. Great run here tonight.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, one of them fuel strategy races. It's not the first one this year, but you know, it's crazy looking back at this week for Loose Lugnuts. You know, we run here Thursday night on Extreme, and then Saturday with somebody with a Max Speed actually, and then here again, and through all 3 races, we've ran 330 laps caution free, and that's really, really cool. All the drivers should really give themselves a pat on the back for that, to run that many laps here and have 0 cautions the whole week. Just amazing.
Well, man, great run coming home in third. A lot of great tire strategy and fuel strategy out there as well.
Yeah, I might have bit myself in the butt the way I did mine. That last pit stop, I thought I could maybe stay out one more lap, and ended up clutching it really, really a lot, and ended up losing a lot of time on track because of that, coming out of pit stops. But with the way it kind of fell, may have finished second or third, not sure. Scott Patton, man, I will say this, he was due for one. He's been gypped out of a few the last few weeks, and to see him in victory lane, the good karma finally came back for him. So congrats to Scott for winning it tonight. And P3, we're starting to solidify ourselves where we're gonna be in this chase for the championship in the Cup Series, and we've been trying to make as many races as we can, getting prepped for the chase, and we're gonna give it everything we got come time.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations. Great run here tonight, buddy. Anybody you'd like to thank before I let you go, my man?
Yeah, I gotta give a huge shout out to my smoking hot fiance Caitlin for all the support she gives me on and off the track. I can't love her enough for everything she does. Got to give a shout out to Over the Top Motorsports. Once again, when it comes to fuel strategy, Ron Klein try to put me in the best situation I could. We've been fighting some PC issues lately. We're gonna have to figure something out because that's gonna end up biting us. It almost bit us there at the end with about 4 to go. It froze up, and I thought we were done, but we'll get it figured out before the chase, hopefully. And Over the Top Paints and Designs, another beautiful car from John Hedrick, kind of a retro deal. I used to run racegear.com. I've had a lot of good luck with them on the hood and on the side, and I love this car so much for the tire smoke on the sides and stuff like that. And huge shout out to Abruzzi as well, and Extreme Sim with Matt. Can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast as always, man.
10-4, man. Well, there's some entertainment during the interviews tonight, so hey, we should be entertained.
There we go.
Alrighty, man. Well, we'll see you here next week, buddy.
Thank you, Matt.
Alrighty, let's get Jeffrey Merck up here. Let's get an update. Jeffrey D. Merck, man, up here in the booth, got a copy.
I do.
Alright, I got you up here for a very special update question. How is Mrs. Merck doing in her situation with the ankle and all that?
She's doing good. She's in there propped up in with her pillow up in there right now. We go get her walking boot, I think, on Tuesday. So hopefully she'll be able to get up and move around a little bit.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, I hope so. I hope we can get back going here. Man, like we said earlier, last time we talked about it, that's just a bad situation, but I'm glad she's doing a bit better.
Yeah, I think she's just getting tired of having to sit on the couch from the time she wakes up to the time she goes to bed because she can't put any weight on her foot. So hopefully Tuesday the doctor will give us good news and say she can start to get up and dance around, do the jig and all that good stuff.
AKA, she can run away from you and be like, yay, I get to get away from him now.
Exactly. She's like, good riddance.
go to your man cave. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
Alrighty, man. Well, good luck, and we'll holler at you later, buddy.
All right, man. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate it over here at the Merck household. So thanks for asking.
No problem, buddy. Alrighty, folks. We're going to get on out of here. Here on Extreme Sim TV. It was a great night here of racing action. We'll be back here Tuesday night with the Tuesday Night Throwback Series. Thanks for everyone coming out. As always,